So today's video features the most anticipated product review that I've ever done on my channel, and something that I get asked about all the time, whether I'm out on the road and traveling or in my comments on my videos. People are always asking me about this product, and today I'm going to feature it and show you guys all about it. Let's go ahead and check it out. So the product that I'm talking about and I'm going to be reviewing today is the bed rack that I got from CYBERTRUCKco. CYBERTRUCKco is located here in Southern California. They're a US-based company, and this product is made in the USA. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that is the main reason why I went ahead and got this rack from them, was because some of the other competitors aren't necessarily 100% made in the USA, and their product from CYBERTRUCKco is. So that's something that really means a lot to me, something that I want to promote, and I want to support US-based companies as much as I can. And so that is the reason why I went ahead and went with the CYBERTRUCKco MOLLE panel bed rack. So let's go over what makes this bed rack great. One of the things that you can see here is the fact that it slopes up and it gives about 1.5 inch height to the Cybertruck, which, number one, I think it kind of really finishes off the Cybertruck really well. Gives it a really aggressive look, but that also helps with aerodynamics and helping with efficiency, which is great because anytime you put something on the truck, you're always concerned about efficiency, right? And as we all know, Tesla didn't give us 500 miles of range on the Cybertruck like they promised. We have much, much less, and so we want to preserve as much energy as we can. Another thing that you guys can see, so it has MOLLE panels on the side, which is nice because, as you can see, I have roto packs on each side of the Cybertruck, and that's able to give me some water when I'm camping and traveling. But what's really unique and really cool is the fact that you're able to access those MOLLE panels from the interior as well. So as you can see, I have some tire deflators mounted here, easy access, and it's mounted to the bed rack. Another roto pack. I have a medical kit here and survival kit. You can also mount some recovery boards if you needed to, which is really nice for off-roaders. You can go ahead and mount those. As you can see, I have a rooftop tent on top of the rack. The CYBERTRUCKco bed rack has a dynamic weight capacity of 440 pounds. So what that means is when you're traveling at high speeds, you can have up to 440 pounds on top of the bed rack, which is more than enough. My rooftop tent is about 125 pounds. So I have plenty of space to add more to my bed rack. Static weight rating for the bed rack is 750 pounds. What that means is that when you're parked, like it is now, I can open up my tent that's already 125 pounds, and I'm able to still add on an additional 625 pounds onto the bed rack with no issues. That's plenty. You know, I weigh 215 pounds or so. My son weighs about 90 pounds. If we have some gear or whatever with us, I mean, we're well below that 750 pound weight capacity, which is really great. Another cool feature about the CYBERTRUCKco bed rack is the fact that it's stainless steel and it has a matte black powder coating, which means it'll never rust. Some of the other competitors out on the market, it's raw steel, which means that if they were to scuff, they're gonna rust, which you don't wanna deal with. You don't wanna have to be dealing with having to re-powder coat it or have it painted or anything like that. So that's one of the really cool, unique features of the CYBERTRUCKco bed rack as well. I already talked about some of the versatility of being able to put roto packs and recovery boards. Also being able to add MOLLE pouches to not only the exterior of the truck, but also on the interior. What I would recommend is how I have the survival pack. That's something that I would put once I get to my campsite. I have it super easily accessible as opposed to having it on the inside. But when I'm just driving around, I have it on my divider that goes in the bed of the truck. But I'm able to take it off of that, put it on the side of the truck, and make it that much more accessible for myself. Does a bed rack void warranty on the Cybertruck? It absolutely doesn't. The Cybertruck was made for bed racks to be installed onto it. There's already access points. There's 4 on each side of the Cybertruck, and it's just a little door that opens up. There's bolts in there that you can use to put any type of rack system that you want. So it just taps into that, and super easy to install. Takes a few hours to do so, but as you can see, it's well worth it. Another thing is CYBERTRUCKco is coming out with some really cool accessories. Some of those I have already here. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. So as you can see here, this is an additional panel that you can put on top of the bed rack. And what that does is just give you some extra MOLLE panels so you can add more accessories. These just go ahead and bolt on to the top of the bed rack. Like I said, just gives you some extra versatility. Another thing that I have here is this MOLLE plate. And once again, it just bolts on to the top of the bed rack. And what I like about it is the fact that when my rooftop tent is folded out and set up, there's a window that is right about here. And what I'm able to do is put a container. The idea is to put a container on top of this rack and being able to access it from the tent. This is kind of out of the way. I can't really reach it from the ground, but that's kind of the point. What I want to do is kind of put some of my valuable items in maybe like a Pelican case or some of these other cases that can mount to a rooftop tent and is waterproof and dustproof. Put that on here, mount it, strap it down, put some of my valuables in there. If I'm out camping in a rural area, I might have some type of pistol or rifle with me that I can put in there and have access to. If in the middle of the night I'm in my tent and you hear something, you can kind of get that out and protect yourself. So another thing that CYBERTRUCKco is doing is they're making a whole system for the interior of the bed rack. And so they're gonna come out with some shelving, some little compartments that you can put tools in. It's going to be a really cool setup once they're done with everything that they're planning. And so I'm really excited to share all that as time goes on. So another thing I want to show is that with the CYBERTRUCKco bed rack, it has these grooves that if you go on Amazon and you get some of these T-nuts, you can put them in and then you can go ahead and buy some socket screws. And now this thing becomes really versatile. As you can see here, I was able to mount a fire extinguisher going into these T-slots and the rails and being able to mount this fire extinguisher on the interior of the bed rack, which is really cool. And as you can see, that runs along the whole rack. And you're able to mount it anywhere, on the top, on the sides, underneath. That just adds to the versatility. I'm gonna go ahead and leave links to the bolt and also the nuts down in the description so you guys pick those up and really trick out your bed rack.
All right, now let's talk about efficiency numbers and range when you add a bed rack to your Cybertruck. As you can see here in my testing, I went 823 miles, used 402 kilowatt hours with an efficiency rating of 488 watt hours per mile. The Cybertruck has an estimated 123 kilowatt hour battery. So with these numbers, you can expect to get about 252 miles on a full charge. Please keep in mind that I have aftermarket wheels and tires. And I've done a video showing the efficiency numbers and range test with my Falken Wildpeak AT4s. I'll go ahead and leave that video down in the description. In my testing with those tires, I was getting somewhere around 415, 416 watt hours per mile. So this is showing that with the bed rack and my tires and wheels, I'm losing about 15% with the bed rack alone. Now let's go ahead and look at the wind noise having the bed rack on the Cybertruck. So as you can see here, I'm getting on the freeway. What I wanted to do is get up to about 70 to 75 miles per hour just to show you guys what the wind noise looks like and sounds like in the Cybertruck. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys take a listen. So as you can see, the decibel level gets up to about 70 decibels, which isn't too loud. I mean, obviously you can hear the wind noise while driving, but I'm hardly ever driving without the radio on. And at this decibel level, the radio really does disguise it, and you really don't hear any of the wind noise while driving and having your radio on.
This is the CYBERTRUCKco MOLLE bed rack. So far, I'm really happy about it. One thing that I get all the time when I'm driving around is people stopping me and going, what is this? And it kind of reminds me of when I first got the Cybertruck, where everybody was intrigued and didn't really know what it was. And I feel like as time has passed, obviously people are less intrigued because they see them everywhere. But this kind of gives it a new look, a more aggressive look, I feel. I'm getting stopped all the time, being asked all the time, what kind of rack is that? Where did you get it? What kind of vehicle is this again? Because now it just changed the whole look of the Cybertruck. Super happy with it. Really excited to continue to use it. Really excited to see what CYBERTRUCKco is going to come out with next. Like I said, they have a bunch of accessories that they're coming out with. So a really cool thing that CYBERTRUCKco is doing for my viewers is giving a 15% off coupon. If you use ButterEV on their website, you're going to get 15% off, which for a rack like this, that's hundreds and hundreds of dollars that you're going to get off, which is fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that coupon code and a link in the description below. And once again, this is the MOLLE bed rack from CYBERTRUCKco. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.